Cop breaks it up. It's over. Alright, entertainment, I guess, for a couple of seconds. Like,
This is about a minute of solid entertainment.
Yeah, you just see them like throw a few at each other, and then
Dude, the funny thing is, when kids are like, they don't really fight. They like grab each other, and like I've never really seen a very good fight between kids.
Yeah, I
because
guess
all they try and do is they grab each other's necks and kind of twist around.
Did
they
any
break up? They just kind of.
Did any of you
Well-
ever get in fights in high school or middle school, elementary school, or anything?
Really?
Oh, really?
There was
Yeah,
one dude that I knocked out on the. It was really slippery out, so he kind of slipped when I hit him and smashed his head on the ice. It was real bad.
So it looked like you did major damage.
It looked like, yeah, I was in there. I felt bad for the kid, so I went in there with him. I'm like, look, we got into a scrap. I hit him, and he slipped on the ice. There's plenty of people that can verify it, and they knew it was icy out there, so I was okay.
You beat his ass, and then you tried to make up with him.
Well, dude, he slipped on ice and like bashed his head. I didn't want him like going in there saying like, yeah, he just smashed my head into the ice. And
I'm a kill, and then you hit his back and said, "Oh shit, no, don't die."
yeah,
Man,
but other than that, like I
slaughter.
said, I haven't really had to.
There was
get
this
into a fight.
in middle school once. This kid took my my hero sandwich, and I got pissed off about that. So he grabbed my hero sandwich, and I went off chasing him, and I grabbed him by the shirt collar, and I yanked him back. I said, "Damn it, give me my damn sandwiches!" So he gave me my sandwich back, and I realized when I yanked him, I had his necklace. I snapped his necklace when I grabbed his shirt.
Sucks for him.
In my hand. So I grabbed my sandwich. He turned around and he said something. I said, "Oh," and I threw his necklace back at him. Walking back, he jumped me on the back, tackled me, and we started punching each other. And the kids broke it up, and I was sick of this kid. And surprisingly, I remembered his name, and his name was Max.
It was me from the. It was me. All right? I time traveled.
So he pushed me a couple times, then tried to get at me. You know how people try to get at you when
Tell me Max
other
won.
people are when other people are holding you back, type thing. And so finally, we got to the point where we were just talking. Kids were trying to talk us and calm the whole shit down. And I finally said, I'm just sick of your crap, and I'm done with you. And Lord, we started turning away, and he said something else, and I turned around and I popped him right in the cheek, and I walked away.
And then your brother came back for good measure and was like, "Oh yeah!" and smacked him over the back with a chair.
My brother wasn't around that day to save my butt that time. So
He like whipped his shirt,
Turn your back, you ran up, and started kicking.
got him into like a suplex.
That's the job.
And the kid's getting the shit kicked out of him by his brother.
Ugh,
wouldn't surprise me if he did kick his butt after school.
that's funny.
He had it coming.
Hey, Christina, good stories. Thank you.
You got some good material out of that one. So there you go. Sometimes it pays to not have a question.
Yeah.
Me?
You ever get into a
Was I
fight?
bullied?
Get bullied?
They get into any scraps?
No, I used to get bullied a lot in middle school, though. Because, I'm really pale, so they used to call me Casper a lot.
I'm pale as hell.
But that's a great song. Casper the Friendly.
Copyright.
We're getting hit all over the place here.
The brown ghost.
Friendly Brown. Friendly Brown.
You should have just rolled around in dirt or something before you went into the school, and then you could have just been like, "Ah, I'm brown." that probably wouldn't have went over too well.
The pretty girl who didn't shower. So
You're like the counselors talking to your parents. Why? Do you have some financial problems? Because Christina comes to school and she
found dirt.
My math teacher actually asked me that this year. If I had problems at home.
Oh, really?
It was embarrassing. She asked in the middle of class, and I was like,
"That ain't right. You gotta no, they ain't supposed to do that. They're supposed to pull you off to the side if they're concerned."
Pull you off to the side.
She's not very nice.
Was it like a counselor?
Bitch.
No, she's just awful.
To bully her.
Dude, my counselor was terrible in high school. And
I've had some bad ones.
Not even being racist, though, because he was Spanish, but he didn't give a shit about anyone. There would be kids in his office sitting there for hours, and he'd be sitting on his computer playing games.
Minesweeper.
And he'd just be like, "What you here for?" And they'd be like, "Oh, I'm having problems. Get out." He'd just be like, "Get this out here right now. Come back after lunch or something like that." Like,
You'll feel better after you eat some food.
he was so mean. This guy.
What a
Here,
dick.
this is a taco. Go have fun.
Because my friend did his, because he owns an auto dealership. How typical, I guess you could say. Auto dealership, and like my friend did graphic work for his stuff, so he was nice to all of us. He was one of the people that when we would yell at lunch, and I would yell like "sorry" like really loud when we were playing sorry and stuff, he'd come over and we wouldn't get blamed for it because he was like cool with us.
That's funny.
He would yell at them. He'd be the one to pull out the caution tape and rope off of the whole section of the lunch area so the little kids couldn't sit there the next day. He would do it right when we were coming in for lunch too, like purposely, so that when they seen him putting up the tape, and he'd be like, "Nah, you ain't sitting here."
We'll find another table.
Yeah, James, you have an interesting school.
My school is so fucked up. It's not even funny. There's so much.
Tell them the stories of your costume.
My costume?
Yeah,
Oh,
the mask.
The black man costume.
Wow.
No, my friend had these Halloween masks, and one of them was literally just like a black guy. So I came in as black man.
What?
You can obviously see like my skin underneath the eyes and everything. But I was running around with a giant bee on my front of my shirt. Nobody said anything though. Nobody got offended by it or anything. And every math class, we would always mess with this black kid that sat across from us, and he didn't say anything about it.
Oh yeah, the Twix kid.
Yeah, Twix kid. He didn't say anything about it when I was wearing this black man suit.
Wow.
Have you told the Twix story to everybody on Creature Talk?
I think I said one of the Creature Talks. Yeah, I think I did.
Wow.
It's amazing. People will start fights over a giant Clifford, but then when someone's actually like,
Yeah, it's like, hey, where'd you get that Clifford from? It's like, oh, he's a black guy. It's fine.
yeah, they are blended in well or something. I mean, we're here. It's the oh man, the mask was so stupid. It ended up getting ripped up though, so I can't wear it anymore.
What?
Yeah, it got ripped up and everything. Because this one dude, you know how people are like, "Oh man, that's so cool. Can I wear it?" You know, and they're all passing it around, putting on the black man mask, and eventually one asshole with a big head puts it on and just.
There goes that.
The person that ripped it with the big head that put the black man mask on, he was black. Why did he put the mask on?
Why does he need the mask?
I don't know.
Oh wow.
It's ridiculous.
These ridiculous stories. I don't really think I have any like over the top stories from school.
Really? You never did anything like
I really don't have anything that was like way over the top. I mean, I don't know. I didn't really. The only thing I really remember that I really like, we led like this huge revolution of sticking pencils in the ceiling, and our goal was to like because all the roofs were like that cheap tiling that's like styrofoam or whatever. And we'd have this thing where you're walking down the hallway and, you know, it's like jammed with kids, and you'd yell, "Put it up." And you'd see about 6 or 7 pencils fly up out of the crowd and stick in the ceiling. And we mutilated all of the tiles. Like, all through the hallways, there's just, like, huge gashes. And then kids are getting suspended for doing. And we finally figured out how to get them up into the ceiling of the cafeteria, which was this huge room. And then they couldn't get it down until they got a janitor in there. There's just like 50 pencils just sitting up in the ceiling, and they were dangerous too because if they fell, they're really sharp.
They just fall back and stab.
Are you talking about like launching them up?
No, like you like throw them.
You just whip them up.
Throw
and
them up,
stick.
and they get them real sharp, and they sat there. We used to make those ninja stars in metal class and throw them up in the ceilings.
Whoa, what?
Wow.
Like,
Wow.
People got advanced with that. People would make those little paper ninja stars, and then they put paper clips on the end of them so they would stick just like the pencils. There'll be ninja stars
People
up there
get creative in school.
too.
Like when they're not
Yeah, you'd be
supposed to.
surprised. I
They
mean,
misapply it.
Oh yeah, it's totally misapplied. I mean, some kids were selling. They'd be running businesses of selling pop cans, like because it's like ridiculously expensive in the cafeteria, and some kids would like buy 12 packs and bring it in and sell them for like $1 a piece, and then come back in with like 2 12 packs.
There were I don't know if any of you guys had like these guys that made paper footballs. You know, do paper football?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
People would actually charge like a nickel for a paper football.
Oh, because the guy made it pretty good, man. He made
Because
it nice and tight.
They played it. They're like, oh man, this one's really good. I got this from a paperback cover or something from the library. I made
Look,
this
you're really gonna like this one. It's made out of like construction paper, okay?
It's made out of that gloss paper.
Got this paper from the library. Got them straight from the staff room.
What about
Hey,
you? What about you, Christina? What would they do by your school, or do they do?
They used to like sell erasers. Like I used to have this little business. I had my own little business where I'd sell erasers.
You were one of them.
like we had this whole like plan. Like we were gonna have like a TV show for them and have like this whole mass production of them. When all we did was just rip them off of pencils and give them to kids for like 50 cents.
Damn,
What?
sounds like you had a good
What
thing
would
going.
you do to the erasers to make
We
them?
drew faces on them, and that was
Oh, okay.
it.
Wow.
We bit them sometimes, and that was it. That was like elementary school though.
Hey, you
I
know
remember
what?
we had this.
Kids are dumb in elementary school. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, they'll buy anything.
Yeah, we used
We
to.
had.
Well, what'd you used to do?
Well, I was gonna say this is one thing I just thought up, but we had like this awesome English teacher that was like they call it the homeroom teacher because like there's this class that you did nothing but homework for the first period or whatever when you got to school.
Yeah.
So, but usually this teacher was so awesome he'd let us do whatever, and he taught us this game that he's like, okay, don't tell anybody that I told you to play this. It's called rock paper scissors slaps, and it's like you use your 2 fingers and like try and slap the other person's forearm as hard as you can. After whoever won the rock paper scissors, and we were like bleeding. Like you don't think it hurts. Like if you take your 2 fingers and slap your forearm, like it doesn't hurt. But after you have about 50 slaps in the same spot, you'd see kids walking around the hallway. There's these huge red marks on their forearms, like these massive like bleeding.
Became like almost like a Fight Club thing. People were nodding to each other in the hallways.
Like it was really bad. And then we started playing quarters.
Oh.
Where you
Bloody
you try and
knuckles or
stand
whatever?
it up, and then you just slam it. And we were getting like detailed with this stuff. We were like trying to cause the most pain possible to the other person.
Like, hold on, this
They were
quarter's
saying
not
they-
sharp enough. Bring the razor.
They played that game in my school. They called it Bloody Knuckles.
Yeah, bloody knuckles.
Yeah, bloody
yeah,
nuts.
it's like quarters, bloody knuckles. It's just some of the things.
I made
mutilated
really awesome-
knuckles. It was terrible.
I made really awesome paper airplanes that, like, literally you could just
Those are
barely
hard to
throw
make.
them, and they just went all the way down like a hallway. They just glided perfectly.
It's stuck in someone's eye.
You can still make them too.
You're like a scream.
They're good.
You know,
Junk, what were you saying you did?
Well, back in school, we used to listen to Rod Stewart.
I'm sorry.
No,
I like his music. I'm just laughing because that was just like so not what I expected.
No, we used to actually walk. We figured out that if you take a soldering gun and put it to wood, it burned it. So we used to write our people's names in there, and we'd walk around with these plaques and sell them for 50 cents to anybody who would buy it for 50 cents. And we actually did a little business. We didn't sell a lot of them, but we made about $15 out of 50 cents back and forth.
Ooh.
So
Yeah.
Back then in the 1940s, that's a lot of money.
that was a lot of money.
$900.
I
Is that
couldn't
what
believe.
paid for your plane ticket to Germany?
It did.
To beat up Hitler.
Yeah,
Did you know that there
we
was
had to take a boat.
There was actually one chick that it was in my high school. People paid her a lot of money to take regular jeans and make them look worn and and styled like how the more expensive ones are. That's
Nowadays,
that's what she
Was
did.
she the one that copyrighted it or patented it?
No, she just took advantage
for
of
all
it. I mean, it was a sweet gig for her.
You know
I
what she
guess.
does? She probably just goes outside, starts grinding it up on the
You seriously?
Puts mine rolling down a hill.
No, seriously, people would pay her to like make them look weathered and like stylized or whatever, and like fake rips and stuff in them. I was like, that is retarded.
You'd see her like driving around with a car, and there's just a rope with like 10 pairs of jeans dragging
dragging a bag of jeans behind it. Like, oh man, can't believe people are so stupid to buy this.
Yeah, the only thing that costs her is the gas. And
it blows me away, you know, at the furniture store, you get people coming in with pants like that, you know, and they're spending...
Yeah, that's the style.
They're brand
That's
new.
just, you know, they're turning around, they're spending, you know, a couple $1,000 on furniture, and it's just like, you see them with holy jeans, and it's just like, not judging, but holy cow.
That's why anybody like, they're like, you got a hole in your jeans or something, like in my family. I'm like, yeah, I know, they're like worth $10 more now.
Yeah, they're worth more than if I bought them for.
Depends where the holes are, of course.
It's got to be at
It's in the crotch, then.
If they're in the
Yeah,
crotch,
like
it's
the
worth like
knees
$50 more.
Oh my God.
Easy
Hey, in
access.
some places.
All right, we should
Yeah,
probably wrap up because
Yeah,
we've been rambling for a while.
That
Good
was
job,
like
Christina.
the
You got us
response.
talking.
Yeah, that was like I wasn't expecting that. I thought that was gonna be like the stupidest question in the world.
No,
I
it worked
got
out
some
well.
good stories. I got some.
Reminiscing.
I took some notes. I got some commentaries coming up with some of the ideas I got from your question.
Oh
Wait a second. You need my signature to use mine.
I'm not even used. No, they're my own stories.
Oh,
They need to
your
be
own, okay.
You're
notarized.
gonna have to remind me for next week to tell that tripping one.
Right, yeah, we got to do that.
I
Yeah.
am to write it down.
Why don't you write it down, James?
I don't write things.
Put it
I don't
down
write
in the
things.
Just write shit down.
I don't write
Ah.
things.
All right,
No,
thanks
it
for...
doesn't-
Okay, viewers. Wait a
thanks
second. So, viewers, if you guys remember, just spam it in the comments next week so we remember. And we probably won't.
Yeah.
If you
We don't
guys-
have anyone to
Imagine
spam,
like
do we?
2,300 people. A couple people can remember to spam us.
We don't really
Yeah,
have
at least
anyone
one
to
person,
spam,
yeah.
do we? I don't know.
Do we have a channel we want to spam? Oh, you just said
Kind
no,
of already
so-
spam junks.
Yeah, sort
I
of.
don't want any more things.
No more.
I hope people didn't get offended by my black man thing because that was I'm friends with a lot of black people. FYI.
There's always
getting all worried?
someone.
James,
I
get
don't. No,
worried.
I'm saying it just in case. I didn't see anybody saying they were offended, but.
Let's see. Do we have
Give
anyone
a
on
shit.
that's
Let
not on?
or offended. Lick my ass because I'm black man.
Ideas for people
I
to spam?
got nothing.
Junk? Anybody?
Nope.
You would think that black people would kick out of it and then make a white man suit.
Yeah, and they'd be like, I'm going to show him. I'm going to dress up as a cracker.
Trying to think. Who should we? Is there anybody that we want on the show?
Nope.
No, fuck everybody.
Somebody.
We got to do somebody. We haven't done it. We didn't do it last
Talk about
week.
it this week for next week because we never really talked.
So it's not like out of the realm of possibility that we can easily
I,
get them through slide. We don't need to spam them. I don't think that would be a good idea.
yeah.
We need to get someone who's not going to get pissed off.
We did squash that whole thing, FYI, people. So
Call
people
quality
don't
is
think
really
that
bad
was
for
funny.
some reason.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just wrap this up. We'll worry about the spam.
We'll talk about it over the week.
So that's going to be 2 weeks of not spamming. We got to just completely unleash on the person we choose. Like,
Something
worse
like
than
that.
ever before.
And
All
be
right.
nice.
So, thanks for joining us.
Guys, but be nice.
Remember, this is going to be on iTunes, so you can download it, listen to it anywhere.
We got Junkyard,
I think it...
Seamus, Kutra,
Hi.
James, and Christina.
See, I guess...
Christina's still in here.
Say bye,
Yeah.
Christina.
Alright, bye. Thanks for having me.
Hey, thanks for listening to Creature Talk.
Yep.
Thank you for listening to Creature Talk.
Yay.
Yay.
All right, bye, everybody.
See you guys next week. Bye.
In a world